Hello.
Hi, everybody. I am Fiona Tilley. I am filling in for Kelly Davies today. So I'm very, very excited to be the host today. I'm here with Nick Fisher and then Alyssa Jeffers. Alyssa is the owner of Permalinks Permanent Jewelry by Alyssa. So I am super excited to talk to you about that today.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, absolutely. Well, let's get started.
All right.
Woo. All right, let's do our...
In the know in the 920.
Whew. It's tough being in this position.
I don't know. I'm going to fill Kelly's shoes.
Yeah. So, hello, Internet. Kelly Davies is off celebrating her 15th wedding anniversary. Congratulations to Kelly and Bill. Yeah, we hope that they're having a great time. So... here we are.
Yeah, super exciting stuff. So talking about anniversaries, the best thing to get somebody for their anniversary is jewelry, is it not?
That's right. That's a great thing to get somebody for their anniversary.
Absolutely.
That's a great segue.
Thank you. So I am here with Alyssa, and she owns Permalinks Permanent Jewelry. So let's get a little bit into it. So what got you started in permanent jewelry? What got you interested in it? Like, where did you start?
So last year for my birthday, myself and 3 of my girlfriends took a trip to Nashville to celebrate my birthday and girls' trip, get away for a little bit. And we walked into a bar in Nashville, and there were some ladies doing permanent jewelry. And so I said, hey, girls, we should all get permanent jewelry. Anklets would be awesome to commemorate our trip and my birthday. And so we were going to do it, but the girls were just finishing up, and they were pretty pricey. And I thought, well, we could do it, or maybe not, or what happens if it breaks? We don't live here. We can't get it replaced then. We're just kind of out. And a friend that I was with said, hey, a friend of mine just started this back home, and so let's do it when we get back. So we waited, and we all got anklets when we got back. And then I had a party, a permanent jewelry party at my house a couple months later, and I loved it. And I thought, this is so exciting. I love this. It's such a new idea. Not a lot of people know about it. So I love this. I want to do it. And so then I just started my own permanent jewelry business, and the rest is history, I guess.
That's amazing. I've seen permanent jewelry. I think it's becoming a little bit larger on like social medias, but I was with one of my best friends too who moved away, and we were at the mall, and there was a permanent jewelry place. I'm like, how awesome is this to like stay connected, living states away. Like it's just a fun thing to do. So do you have like a shop? Like where do you go? Like how do people find you?
So I have a home office that I take appointments, or I take people by appointments there. And those can be anywhere from just one person to a large group of people. I've hosted parties for other people at my house. If they don't want to clean and get their house all ready, then they can have it at my house. Cool. Most of the time I do pop-ups, vendor events, so craft fairs. I was just at the Kimberly High School craft fair, and then I was at the one in Treaty Park. So I've done local ones, and then I go to Fond du Lac, actually. I've been there a couple times. So I just kind of pop up whenever it works with my schedule.
Yeah, that's so fun. And then so if people do want to have like a party at their own house, they can just like call you up, and you just like how exactly does that work?
Right. So word of mouth is my biggest source of advertising. So usually I'll meet someone, and then they'll love it, and they'll want to have a party. So they'll schedule, like I said, either at my house or their house, or even a restaurant is fun. Sure. I was just at the Daily Pint on Monday night with a group of fun girls.
Oh, cool.
So they'll just schedule it with me, and then they'll gather their friends together, and they'll usually have some snacky stuff out, and then they just real casual, usually about 2 hours. And one of the really cool things is that I offer for every 6 pieces that are sold at a party, then the hostess gets one for free. Host or hostess gets one for free. So they can earn a free bracelet or 2 free. Actually, the Monday night party, she earned 2 free bracelets.
Oh my gosh.
So So
Dang.
That's awesome.
That's fun for
I
people.
don't think I have enough friends for that.
He's like, let me think. What are 12 people that I can do this with?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
We're 12 people that I know.
You could invite 4. They can each get 3.
Correct. Just
And then
invite
you
everyone
can
from the
get
office.
2. Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone from the office.
There you go.
So you had a good point where you said when you were in Nashville, like what if it breaks? How do you get it fixed? So like
Yeah.
walk us through that. Like what if it does break, or what if somebody does have the permanent jewelry and needs to remove it? Like do they have to go through you? Can they remove it themselves? Like how does that work?
Right. Great question. A lot of people ask that because it is permanent. It's not indestructible, obviously. And for some things, you do have to have them taken off. I've done it for mamas that are having planned C-sections or people that are having surgeries or MRIs, those types of things.
Yeah.
So obviously, a lot of my customers or most of my customers are local.
Sure.
So every piece I sell comes with a 6-month warranty. So if anything happens within that 6 months, they just reach out to me, usually through my Facebook page, and they let me know, hey, my bracelet, my child ripped it off or got caught on something, or I'm having a surgery or something and I need it removed. So if it's within the 6 months, I just replace it. I order a new one. There's no extra cost to meet with me again and have a new one put on. And same with surgeries or planned events that they need it taken off for. So they'll meet up with me. I will take it off. The customer will hold on to it. And then when they're ready to have it put back on, then I meet up with them again and I just put it back on them. And all of that is included in the price too. No extra.
Cool.
Fee
And they
or
get to
anything.
keep their original one. They don't have to get a new one.
Right.
Oh, very
Right.
cool.
Yeah. And so if there's an emergency, I've told customers, okay, obviously, there's not always a planned surgery or you thought you could have it for an MRI. That seems to be a, one way or another. Some people are able to keep them on for an MRI and some people can't. I'm not in the medical field, so I don't know why. But if they go into their appointment thinking they could have it, they can, the medical professionals or the customer could just cut it if they had something very strong, like a clippers or a scissors, I suppose, a very strong scissors. They could cut through one of the jump rings and take it off, and I replace the jump ring for them if that were to happen. And
Okay.
again, no extra cost or anything to do that.
That's
so
awesome.
yeah.
I gotta say, the one cool thing I liked about your beginning story here is that you started this with, I was on a girls' trip in Nashville. And normally that's going to end up like all over the place. I was like, oh God, where's this going to go? And then it was just, yeah, I was on a girls' trip in Nashville and I started a business.
Right.
So like,
Oh, okay.
Great idea.
yeah, I immediately thought of my girl trip to Nashville. I'm like, we all decided to get tattoos. This is permanent, but not as permanent. Maybe we
Yeah.
should have gone this route instead.
Or like we
Right.
lost our one friend.
There's always that one friend that
Yes.
you just never can find.
You keep track
Oh my
of
God,
them.
that's amazing.
And actually, you brought up the tattoos, which I love that point. I have a lot of groups that come to me that are best friends or mother-daughters or sisters, and they say, we wanted to get a tattoo, but they're too permanent. And I'm like, well, hey, this is a lot less permanent than a tattoo. I have 0 tattoos. My sister's been trying to talk me into getting a tattoo forever, and I'm just like, how about just a bracelet? I don't want to get a
So
tattoo.
it's permanent, but not permanent, too permanent.
Right,
Too
exactly.
permanent.
Yes.
So I see that you have all this beautiful jewelry next to you. So before you fully dive into that, do you want to talk a little bit about, like, can somebody custom make a piece, or is it only set pieces that you provide? Like, how does someone go about usually picking their jewelry and designing it?
Right. So normally the longest part of appointments is picking what you're going to get because I do have a ton of pieces and options, but you can customize them. I have birthstones, which have become super popular.
Sure.
They'll get them. This is my own birthstone. I didn't do any of my
that August?
kids. This is May Emerald.
Nice.
So they'll do it for their kids or maybe a loved one who's passed or something like that. So I do have birthstones, very personal and easy to personalize that way. And then I do have some pieces that you can get engraved. So I have hearts and stars and paw prints. So those can be engraved. And then I also have a bar, which this is becoming more popular. Mine's engraved with my wedding anniversary in Roman numerals.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yes, and these you can put up to 16 spaces. So you could
Oh my gosh.
actually, I just had a grandma, she ordered her 2 grandkids' names on there. And I can do certain symbols, hearts and crosses are popular. zodiac signs.
Oh, sure.
That's another popular one. So you really can make the pieces your own. So, maybe everybody in your party wants the same chain, but they want their own birthstone, or they want the same chain, but they, all want a different charm, or if it's an enamel, they want a certain color enamel or something. So you could, mix and match that way. Still kind of match your friends if you wanted, but make it personal.
Yeah. So with like the engravings, are you doing it like on site, or does that have to be ordered like way ahead of time?
So any personalized pieces have to be ordered about a week in advance.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's usually less than that. They usually come in like 4 or 5 days. But
Yeah.
I always just tell people, give it like a week and
Yeah, that's
then
so
I'll have it.
cool.
Yeah.
So what are the different types of jewelry? So obviously you have bracelets.
Yeah, I know nothing, so tell this to me.
And he's recently engaged, so like he's like ears perked.
Yeah. Great.
No, I just a few months ago on one of our podcast episodes was the first time I'd ever heard of permanent jewelry, and I was like, well, isn't all jewelry permanent? Like, how is it going to go somewhere? But then I realized like what's actually going on.
Right.
So like back before that time, explain it to me then.
Right. Okay. And that's a great question, because a lot of people that are new to permanent jewelry or have never heard of it, they say, well, how is it permanent? So I always tell them it's claspless. It's a fun word to say, claspless.
Oh,
it's a
yeah.
claspless piece of jewelry. It's custom fit. I do bracelets, anklets, and necklaces. So it's custom fit to your body, and then also can be personalized with the options we just talked about.
Yeah.
So you put it on, and it's just on every day. I'm not a huge jewelry person. I have no earrings in. I have one necklace pretty much I wear all the time. I don't have a permanent necklace yet, only because I don't know. I'm not sure about the necklace yet. For me, I'm like on the fence about it. I probably will get one. But so I don't wear a lot of jewelry. So having actually on this wrist, I have 3 bracelets, and on this wrist, I just have 1. And so I don't know. I just feel a little bit more put together. It's like you just rush out of the house and you might forget your jewelry or just not like love jewelry. So it's just a great way to add a little pizzazz to your day.
Yeah, I think I love jewelry too. Just like like I just have a necklace, or like little pops of gold.
Right.
But I personally think the necklace is a cool idea, because like I'll buy necklaces online and it'll be like a choker necklace on me when like in the picture it's like, hey, it's like, okay, not everyone's got like the tiniest neck in the world. I don't know if I have a large neck or not, but like it's like being able to like be like, I want it hanging here, but it's like way up here, or it's like, way down low and you want something higher. So I think that's kind of cool where you can like, or have them be layered exactly how you want them to lay, versus like when you order necklaces, sometimes they end at the same spot. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they just don't fall right.
Yes.
So the necklaces to me, I think like sound kind of cool, because necklaces are always like a hit or miss, I feel like, with the like lengths of them.
So
Right.
I don't know why my brain like went to this place, but like it's nothing bad. I don't know why I thought this first, but like when I was first thinking about like the bracelets and stuff, I was like, oh, that's perfect for people who go on a lot of roller coasters. They don't have to take it off.
What?
I don't know.
Do you know a lot of people that like take their jewelry?
Well, like how people lose their sunglasses or whatever. I was like, oh, that's totally perfect for like, if you're on a lot of roller coasters.
Something so specific.
So
Most specific.
Six Flags, there you go.
Oh my God, less jewelry at the bottom of the roller coaster.
Right. They should have a permanent jewelry booth person
They
set up there
should.
permanently.
They should.
Forget that jewelry.
Oh my
Put
gosh,
this jewelry
that's
on.
so funny.
That's
Permanent
what-
like phone necklace.
Oh yes. Yes.
Oh my gosh, sunglass holder permanent. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Ooh.
that's so funny. That would be a good one.
Yeah. And I did want to mention, you brought up the necklaces, and have you seen charm bars before? Like these
Yes.
charm bars that are becoming
No, tell me about it.
So charm bars are where they have tons of charms, and then they have jewelry, and you basically make your own charm bracelet or necklace.
Oh, sure, yeah.
So that's another fun thing that we can do, is we can put on as many of the charms that dangle. There's 2 different styles of charms. One is my bracelet charm, my birthstone. It's within the chain, and then some of the charms dangle off the chain. So I can only put 1 side charm, these are considered, on a piece, but I can put as many dangling charms on a piece as you'd like. So like
Gotcha, okay.
charm necklaces that are becoming so popular,
Yeah.
and the bracelets are becoming so popular, and all of my charms are pretty dainty. So you could put 4 or 5, 6 charms on that bracelet or necklace, and
Yeah.
And it's like so funny. funny that that's coming back. Like, I
Yes.
remember when I was, and I'm 28, so I'm not like, it's like, oh, so
You're
long
a
ago.
baby, you
But
mean?
like, I remember when I was like in like middle school and everyone had like the Pandora chain, and it would be like their dog print and like a locket and like a purse or like, and everyone would have these massive chain bracelets, and it's like they're coming back.
Yeah,
like
they
they
are.
really are. Like they're not as bulky as they were, I feel like.
Right.
Like they're like daintier pieces, but it's so funny like seeing all that come back where I'm like, I had bracelets like that when I was like 6th grade,
Yeah.
where you'd have like your little animal print and or if you played soccer, I had like a little soccer chart,
yeah.
like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny how it's like all coming back.
Yes.
So for all the pieces, like roughly, how much like typically does like it cost to get, whether it's a bracelet or necklace? And then if somebody did want to do a party, do they pay for your services, or do they have to spend a certain amount on bracelets and necklaces? Like typically, how does the cost go?
Right. So almost all of my bracelets are $38. So it's pretty
Reasonable.
reasonable.
Very
That's the
reasonable.
word.
Less than I
Yeah,
thought.
very
It's
reasonable.
Very
Yeah.
reasonable. So they're all of them are 38 unless they're the enamels with the colors. Those are 48, which is still
Yeah, very
reasonable.
Yes.
Anklets are all 48, and then necklaces are all 68.
Okay.
And then charms, the majority of my charms are $12, and then I just have a couple that are 17 and a couple that are 22. So usually, because these charms are getting a little bit more popular, it's $50. Like it's a chain and a charm is what most people are getting.
Oh, okay,
these
cool.
days. So
together.
yeah.
Nice.
And then for what was the other?
Yeah,
part
so
of the
for like
question?
if somebody
Sorry.
wanted to host a party,
Oh, yes.
do they have to pay for your time, or is it, hey, you just have to buy this many pieces? Like how does that work? If like say I wanted you to come to my house and
Right.
have a party with some of my friends.
Yeah, so no cost. I'm totally free to rent.
Oh, free to rent. I'd love to hear it.
Free to rent.
Yeah, we'll cut that.
I should up my prices now that I think about it. So it's totally free to book with me. And actually, Nick, you mentioned it is Nick, right?
Yes.
Why did I just? Okay, I was like, wait, I said Nick. Was that right?
Just gaslight you on
Right.
camera. No, I'm Roger.
Well, we were making up names for you before, so
We
were.
But you mentioned that Nick just got engaged,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So actually, something that's becoming pretty popular is doing the permanent jewelry for bridal showers.
Oh.
Oh.
And then because I got married just like Kelly 15 years ago. So we got gifts for our bridal party, right?
Sure.
And a lot of people got like the cups and the koozies and things like that. But this is becoming popular to gift to your bridesmaids.
Oh, that's such a cool idea.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, wedding showers, bachelorette parties, free service. And then even the day of the wedding. So when all the girls are getting their hair and makeup done, then we come in and we can set up, and it can be something where the bride says, okay, everybody has, $38 to spend towards a bracelet. Anything more you want, like over that, then you just pay the difference. Or, some brides will say, whatever you want, get whatever you want, and it's their gift. And then also during the wedding. So you know how weddings are hiring like that cute photo bus.
Yes, yep.
person,
Or
yep,
like they do
that-
the flower bouquets I've
Yes.
seen. Yeah.
Yep, all those things. So it's another experience for your guests. So you're giving them something else to do during the wedding.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, so that's something else that's becoming super popular. Even just like special milestone birthday parties and retirement parties. I mean, really any kind of party you have.
Yeah.
So long story long.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'm like I got married like 2 years ago. I'm like, dang, I totally would have had you
Yeah.
at like my bridal shower, or like when the girls are like, that would have been such a fun
Right?
addition. Because like I got jewelry, like nice earrings for my sisters, but not like I had a larger group. But, like it'd been so fun for all the girls to get like a little piece,
Yeah.
and so like the bigger piece of jewelry for my sisters. Like that's such a cool idea.
Right. Yeah. So, there's no cost. There's no minimum. Really, it's just if you want those engraved pieces, just order those a week or so before the party, and then we party.
Yeah, then we part. This is, I know. I'm like, I think this is totally something that I would totally do. And like, I have some of my best college friends live here. Some are moving back into the area, and I'm like, when we're all back together, like sounds like so fun because we are always in our group mess. We're like, we're gonna get matching tattoos. We're gonna match, but none of us can agree. Like, there's 5 of us. We can never agree. We can all agree on a piece of jewelry.
Yeah.
Like, we can do that. So
So I think you can find something.
Absolutely.
5 of you could each do a different Power Ranger.
we.
Oh.
Sure.
Yeah.
Is that how many? What about a Ninja Turtle? Wait, is there only 4?
There's 4 Ninja
4 of
Turtles,
those.
but
Some-
I'll leave the Power Rangers to you.
There you go.
one of you can
You
get
can
Master
get one.
Splinter.
Splinter. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
What is it? I think there's 4 Teletubbies, but again, one of you could get the little baby with the sun.
There you go.
So-
Super normal.
go.
A baby
Yeah.
with a sun charm. Oh, is that your kid? No, it's Teletubbies.
No, because my friends all got the Teletubbies, and I had the last pick, so...
I drew the short.
Yeah, I
straw.
got this random baby in a sun. Super normal. Oh, is that like your kid or your niece or nephew? Nope. It's the Teletubbies baby.
No, don't you recognize the Teletubbies kid?
Oh
Come
my
on.
gosh. Oh my god, that's too funny. So obviously this is awesome. Like, I didn't know that you could do parties with this. I've only seen them in like malls or, like you said, little pop-ups. So how does somebody get in touch with you? Do you have a website, phone number, Facebook? Like, how, what's the best way to get a hold of you?
Right. So I do have a Facebook page. So it's Permalinks Jewelry by Alyssa is the name of it. And otherwise, people can just call me or text me. Should I say
Wonderful.
my phone number on here, or we'll link it below or something?
if you want to say
Okay.
it.
Yeah, so they can call me. My cell phone number is, I'm a 918 area code, so it's
Ooh.
from Oklahoma. But so it's 918-978-8773.
Awesome. And while you're talking, I came up with one more question. If somebody does do a party, is there a minimum amount of people? Like, are you going to go to somebody's house just for 2 people? Or is like there, you know what I mean? Or does it at least need to be like 6 people?
Right. So normally what I do is if somebody puts it out there to all their friends and there's only like 1 or 2 other people that are interested, I'll say, do you still want to have a party at your house? Or would you rather come to my home office by appointment?
Yeah.
Stop
okay.
in.
Nice.
Yeah. That's usually just kind of what I throw out there to them. But if they only have a couple of people and that's the way either they want it or that it ends up and they still want me there, I have no problem doing it. And the great thing is it really only takes about 4 or 5 minutes to put the piece on. So, like I said, the longest part is picking what you want. So if I'm just going to pop into somebody's house, I don't mind at all. That's
Oh my
totally
gosh,
fine by
that's
me.
so exciting.
Yeah.
I'm like thinking of all these things that like my best friend just got engaged and I helped throw like her engagement party. I'm like, it would have been awesome to have you there. Like, I'm like, we can only go back in
Yeah.
time a little bit, but
Well, that's how those things go, is like, you do the party, and then it's like a couple weeks later, you're like, oh.
yeah, you learn about something amazing and then you're like, dang it, like I screwed up.
Yeah.
Hey, like I said, I was married 15 years ago, and I'd like to know where Pinterest was then, because I look back at some of the things we did at our wedding, and I'm just like, why? Why did we?
But
have
at the
that
time
there?
it was probably amazing and
You know,
perfect.
yeah.
Things change for sure.
Okay, so if you got married late 2000s, were the baggy suits still in style?
Well, it was nothing as trendy as they have now.
Okay.
Like these kids, my son's going to homecoming Saturday. They're
Oh,
gonna wear
fun.
like the cool, like tighter pants.
Oh, yeah.
With the different Nikes or whatever
Yup.
shoes they want. The shirts. He's gonna do a suspender, I believe, with a
Oh,
tie. So yeah, my husband and his groomsmen were not that cool.
Yep. It's like a fashion statement now. It's like,
Yeah.
all right.
So they were a little bit bigger. Yes, a little
Yeah.
more bigger fitting. So
Oh my gosh.
yeah.
Yeah,
That's
'cause
amazing.
That was the thing, like early 2000s, like all the basketball players like in the NBA draft had all these like baggy suits that are like
Oh,
hanging
yeah.
off them because that was so cool.
It was cool.
And it looks terrible looking back at it.
Not.
but in the
not a
moment,
good
they
look.
were
Yeah.
kings.
Right, they were. Yes.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Well, is there anything else that you feel like we need to touch on to make sure that people
Yeah,
fully
what else should we know about you?
Yep, fully know exactly what's going on with you.
Business wise or personal?
We'll
Where should we start? Is it
we'll keep
therapy?
it, we'll keep it business. Unless you truly need to air something out, we're always here.
What do you? What do
Yeah,
you
when
wanna
was the
tell us?
last time you saw your dentist? So
I'm right on schedule actually with that.
Amazing.
wow, that's very rare.
Right? Yeah, I like to be right on schedule. I actually like a cleaning.
I
Yeah,
do too. I'm actually a dentist girl myself.
Yeah, you leave there just feeling your teeth feel.
Yep, smooth,
Great.
amazing, shiny.
I suppose it would be helpful to just mention I'm pretty flexible with my schedule. So I'm a stay-at-home mom. I've been pretty much for the last 15-ish years.
Okay.
So a lot of people will message me and say, what are your hours? And I don't have set hours. I really just kind of go off of what people need. And that's also another reason why I started this. So I'm a serial volunteer. I've volunteered for like 10 years. I was on a PTO at my kid's school for 10 years, and I'm on the Kimberly Lacrosse board, and I've been on that for several years. And so I've always just volunteered for things. And then when this came along, I also thought, hey, I could start financially giving back to my family a little bit and supporting in that way. I've never really had anything, like that. It's always just been fun gigs for me. Whatever I felt like helping with, that's what I did. So I do the permanent jewelry, very flexible schedule. I can take appointments during the day, during the week. I can take them in the evening. I can do them on the weekends. We can party on the weeknights. Like I said, I did that party on Monday night.
Nice.
So, and I am also a substitute teacher. I told you guys that earlier. But so some days I'm busy doing that, but I do also love that. So I'm 40 now, and I'm finding the things that are just fun. And
I love that. Yeah, good
So-
for you. Find something you like and jumping in, and I'm super excited to
Yeah.
try.
Yeah.
I feel like you're probably one of those people that was like always the chaperone for like every field trip.
I just was on a field trip
Yeah.
last Friday. I'm still the chaperone.
I used to think, because there are like some parents and stuff that they would go on like every field trip that they could. I always thought that those people like that was their job. Like they were chaperones for stuff, and they just like went around to different schools just chaperoning kids.
That's all they did. That's what they did. That's their job.
Yeah.
What a job. Go to the apple orchard.
No kidding.
Go to the library, the post office.
And you're like, this is my
I
8th
don't know.
time at a petting zoo this year.
This year.
You see them, they come out, they're like, oh, you're here again? All right, you know the drill. You know where to keep the kids.
Yep.
You've been here before.
Just have all of your lunches out of a paper bag every day. Yeah.
That's right. Yeah, that was me. Yeah,
Oh
and
my
still is. Yeah. So, yeah.
That is fantastic. Well, thank you so much for coming and sitting down with us. This was so awesome to learn about the permanent jewelry. I'm super excited to give it a shot. I really am. So we got to do a little bit of plug of real estate here. So we do have some amazing listings that are currently out in the market. Things are still going. Things are still hot and heavy in this market. There's definitely still listings out there. If you're looking to buy, absolutely reach out. We've got a great listing in Oshkosh that is a 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 2-car garage. That's on a really nice neighborhood. We just got a brand new listing in Oshkosh.
Yeah, we have one that I just listed for Kelly's people today. It's currently a single family home, but it could also be a duplex because it has the 2 kitchens. It's an upper lower.
Oh.
So you would just need to put a door in and it would be
I might have a
duplex
buyer for that.
So yeah, it's zoned as a duplex and everything.
Nice.
But yeah, right now they're calling it 5-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car detached garage, fenced in yard, pretty well updated. All of the roof, siding, windows, all that stuff's been done in the last 6 years or something like that. So
That's wonderful.
yeah,
That's super nice.
Very cool.
I also have a listing with Midwest Design Homes. So it is a brand new construction in Kaukauna, beautiful ranch. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath. There is potential to finish the basement if the buyers wanted to. That is an option, but it was recently finished only 3 months ago. It is absolutely beautiful. It just hit the market. So
cool.
that house is definitely one that you want to see full appliance package as well too. So they are including appliances, which is always the best. And then there is one more that I have in Grand Chute that is on 1.3 acres, which is unheard of in the Grand Chute Appleton area. That one is a 4 full bed, obviously it's a full bed, 4-bed, 3 full bath, 3-car garage, finished basement. And that property was built in 2017. So it's very new as well too. They are only selling because they're relocating to Texas. So exciting.
wow.
Yeah, super exciting. They closed actually today on their Texas house, which is super exciting. So we have basically what we're just trying to say is we have a ton of properties that are out. We have a lot more as well too. So if you're looking at, all the different price ranges from 200 all the way up to 500,000-600,000, we have it for you. So, always feel free to, call us directly. Check us out at our website. I'm at kellydavieshomes.com. Our stuff is, we're all over the place. So, if anyone's out there looking for houses, we got them for you.
Yeah. We've got the houses.
We do. Awesome. Well, again, I am Fiona Tilley, filling in for Kelly Davies today. Again, thank you so much, Alyssa, for talking to us about your permanent jewelry. And thanks, as always, Nick Fisher, our permanent host over here.
Yeah. And yeah, we're not going to do weekend updates this week just because this video, well, the edited version of this one is going to be out a week after we're filming it, so it doesn't really make sense to tell you about them right now. So yeah, that's pretty much going to be it.
Wonderful. All right. Well, thanks for
Take care,
tuning in
Internet.
to this week's In the Know in the 920.
Thank you for listening to our podcast. To contact the Kelly Davies Homes team for all of your buying and selling needs, call 920-791-9047. Find us on Facebook at the Kelly Davies Homes team, or go to kellydavieshomes.com.
All right.
Yay!
How'd we do?